Hello my diamond art friends, my name is Ilene and welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you are returning, thank you for your continued support and friendship. For today, I am going to do a WIP chat about snow. Since it is almost winter time here in the United States, which I believe officially begins, December 21st or something like that, I would give some interesting facts about snow and snowfall and stuff like that. And just kind of talk about that as something to talk about for a WIP chat. I am working on, and the reason for the chat about snow is I am working on a Make Market snowman kit that I purchased last year, which is part of Michael's Make Market holiday selections. And so I figured, why not do a WIP chat about snow, as I said. So let's go ahead and we're going to get started with picking out our first drill, which I will do number 15. And then we'll get started. As most of you know that have followed me, I am from upstate New York originally, and it snowed there. So I'm really happy to be down here when I never have to deal with snow again. But before I begin this WIP chat, I am using my new pen from Jim's Handmade Pens. I just love the pinks and the turquoise or the blue, the teal of this pen. I love just how it shimmers, just gorgeous. And I'm using my NYX Notion small tray. I'm also use my bigger one if I need to. I love this behemoth tray. And I also have an ephemera 3D 6D tray. Anyway, so let's go ahead and we'll lay down a couple drills and we'll start with some interesting facts about snow. And so let's see. So snow may be the only thing on Earth that is simultaneously enchanting and annoying. Completely necessary and extremely dangerous. This is a 7 pager. It feels like it's more than that. Alright, anyway. But no matter if you love it or you hate it, or both at the same time, snow is an essential part of the Earth's ecosystem. So we're going to just do discuss, or I'm going to list some facts or some unusual aspects about snow. Scientists classify snow as a mineral, the same as salt or diamonds. A naturally occurring solid inorganic material with a definite chemical composition and an ordered atomic arrangement. Did you guys know that they considered it a mineral? I did not. I did not. Snowflakes are composed of ice crystals. A crystal in any matter in which ions, atoms, and molecules are arranged in a highly ordered three-dimensional lattice. In fact, the word crystal comes from the Greek krystallis, which means not only rock crystal, but also ice. Oh, I forgot to mention. I should mention. I'm using alien putty. This is purple alien putty in my 7-placer, and then I'm using ocean in the single placer. Oh, that's coming out on it for you to see. Anyway, should mention that as well. All right. The largest single ice crystal ever documented measured just about 0.39 inches or 1 centimeter from tip to tip. Most are much smaller than that. I did know that. Although a single airborne crystal is very tiny, it clusters with others as it falls to form a snowflake. An ordinary snowflake may consist of dozens or even hundreds of crystals that have clumped together. The largest snowflake ever documented fell on January 27, 1887 at Fort Keogh in Montana, USA. They measured 15 inches or 38 centimeters wide and 8 inches, 20 centimeters deep. Largest snowflake. Wow. It's a large freaking snowflake. Dang. Google commemorated the 125th anniversary of this remarkable snowfall event with a doodle depicting a giant cartoon snowflake crushing the landscape as it fell. Just wondering, like, how did they document that? I need to, like, do a little research on that. Missed it. The individual shape of a snowflake is based on the air temperature, humidity level, speed of descent, and direction of movement as the snowflake falls. Snowflakes are nearly always 6-sided, although they can also have 3 or 12 sides. Their shape falls into 7 basic shapes. Anybody want to guess any of the basic shapes? Let me give you a second. Some of you may already know some of these. So, they are stars, needles, dendrites, plates, columns, capped with plates, and irregular or damaged. Chemistry teacher Andy Bruning subsequently discovered those 7 basic shapes result in 35 different sub-variations of snowflake shapes. He found that needle-like crystals form at 28 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 2.2 degrees Celsius, while flat crystals form at the lower temperature of 23 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 5.5 degrees Celsius. Ooh. Come on, there we go. And I think we got all these. Nope, one more. All right, we're gonna do a little dash next. All right, so let's see. The declaration that no two snowflakes are alike arose from a photographer named Wilson Bentley, who became the first person to photograph a snowflake in 1885. He subsequently photographed over 5,000 snowflakes throughout his lifetime and never found any two duplicates. Snowflakes can be identical, though, as discovered by Nancy Knight in 1988 as she studied high-altitude cirrus clouds. She flew through a snowstorm and collected snowflakes on chilled glass microscope slides covered with sticky oil. While observing them under the microscope, she actually found two snowflakes that were, for all intents and purposes, identical. I am just not counting right when I go to pick these up. That's all right. Snow is just one of several different forms of precipitation. Other types include rain, sleet, graupel, which is soft hail, or hail, and hail. You even get hail down here in Florida sometimes during some really intense thunder and lightning storms. Sometimes I have not seen hail, but I've seen it on the news, local news. The word grapple comes from the German word Grappe, which means pearl barley. Come on. There we go. Got this one. Nope, we got a couple more up there. All right, let me do the next. Frost is not considered snow or precipitation because it's formed from water already on the ground. Oop, come on, there it goes. Do one. It's never too cold for snow to form. It's been calculated that a typical snowflake takes about 1 hour to fall to the ground, descending between 1 and 4 miles per hour, or 1.6 to 6.3 kilometers per hour, depending on conditions. Key West, Florida is the only place on record in the continental US where it has never snowed. The lowest temperature ever recorded there was 41 degrees Fahrenheit or 5 degrees Celsius on January 12, 1981. Get some mornings that are like chilly down here. Like it was in the 40s this morning when I got up, but like to me that's not even enough to have to put the heat on. So I always think it's funny when I go out when it's like gonna be in like the 50s in the morning to like go shopping, and I see everyone bundled up because I'm thinking to myself, it's not that bad. And I've been down here since 2007, so you know, I would think that maybe I would get used to or like change and not be like thinking that it's not bad, but I may never change. This is the cold weather. Well, what they consider cold weather. Alright, let's see. Now, can anybody guess which state is the snowiest state in the United States? Give you a second. I'll even give you a hint. It is in the Northeast United States. I'm gonna do N, which is 3. The snowiest state is Vermont. Is anybody surprised? It's followed by Maine, New Hampshire, and then Colorado. Alaska comes in 5th. Not surprisingly, Hawaii and Florida are at the bottom of the list. A blizzard differs from a snowstorm, just as a hurricane differs from a tropical storm. For a storm to be classified as a blizzard, winds must be at least 35 miles per hour or 56 kilometers an hour, with snow heavy enough to drop visibly to a visibility to drop to a quarter of a mile or less, or 0.4 kilometers for at least 3 consecutive hours. I don't think I knew that part. But I wonder if like a nor'easter is like a blizzard. Maybe this article will say. We shall see. A ground blizzard is when it's not snowing yet strong winds blowing loose snow lowers visibility. I've never heard that. I've done a bunch of snow blizzards then. With the loose snow with the wind blowing across the roads and it's not snowing. All right, next one. There is an average of 105 snow-producing storms annually in the United States, each typically covering multiple states and lasting several days. A well-known rule of thumb is that 10 inches or 25.4 centimeters of snow equals 1 inch, 2.54 centimeters of rain. This turns out to be an inaccurate myth, as water content of any snowfall varies significantly according to the conditions. It may be as high as a 100-to-1 ratio for light, fluffy, cold snow, or as low as 4-to-1 for warm, dense, and wet snow. Nothing is worse than that wet, disgusting snow, in my opinion. The fluffy stuff, not so bad. The dense, wet stuff, because that always seems like to be a mixture, I could do without. Okay, let's see. Ends over there. So fresh snow is an excellent insulator. 10 inches of fluffy fresh snow can be as low as 7% water and 93% air. The insulation value is approximately equal to 6-inch layer, or R18 fiberglass insulation. I don't know what that is, so if any of you know what that is, good. This is why so many animals will burrow deep into the snow during winter to hibernate. Okay, let's do a little arrow next. And I'll likely just do like 30 of them. And I'll see if there's any other interesting ones that I find in the other article that I was looking at earlier. And if so, I will do that for another quick WIP and chat another time. Maybe next week. I still have to figure out my WIP and chat for next week. Try not to think too far ahead, just in case. Alright, our next fact is snow falling through the air picks up nitrogen, a good fertilizer for plants and trees, which is released to the soil when the snow melts. Snow insulates the roots of dormant plants and protects them from temperature swings, acting like mulch. I'm going to take a little sip of water quick. Try not to have any caffeine this afternoon because I haven't been sleeping well, and I'm wondering if it's because I've been drinking extra caffeine in the afternoon. Probably is the reason, besides other life things, but if I can cut down on the caffeine, it'll probably be helpful. So, what is our next snow fact? The largest snowplow blade in the world was manufactured in 1992 for use at JFK International Airport in New York City. Excuse me. The blade measured 50 feet long, or 15.3 meters, and 4 feet high, which is 1.23 meters. 7 I need. Oop, I'm the wrong one. All right. In Syracuse, New York, it's regularly on the list of the snowiest cities in the United States, along with the nearby towns of Buffalo and Rochester. Rochester, I should say. I shouldn't say Rochester. It's Rochester. I don't know why I said Rochester. It's terrible. Anyway, Rochester. Make sure I say it right. And then also this also will include nearby Erie, Pennsylvania. Sorry, I got sidetracked with correcting my own pronunciation. All of these areas suffer from what's known as lake effect. Snow coming off of Lake Erie, which often dumps upwards of 100 inches or 2.54 meters or more of snow throughout the region each season. And any of you that watch like American football can attest they often will show like fans helping dig out like where the Buffalo Bills play. I'm sorry, I don't know the name of their stadium, but you often will see fans assisting with that because they have they don't have a dome, which you would think in that type of environment, even though like whatever they would, try to get like a dome on that. But you know what? To each their own, I guess. It works for Buffalo, so what can you do? All right. We've got 3 more, and then I'm probably just going to call it a WIP chat, and then I might look and see what other fun facts I can find for my next WIP chat that may kind of relate. Maybe I can find something like what was like the biggest snowstorm or something like that in the United States. I'll look and see what I can find. Who knows? Next week I'll take care of next week. I gotta worry about this week. Alright, anyway. I had all of those little, whatever those are. And I put it away already. That's okay. Alright, anyway. On March 30th, 1992, after a particularly harsh and snowy winter, the Syracuse Common Council officially outlawed further snowfall until December 24th, 1992. Alas, it snowed several inches just 2 days later. It was a good try. It was a good try to, outlaw the snow. Guess Mother Nature had other plans. Okay. Give a look at that article quick just to see. But anyway, an avalanche cannot be triggered by noise, gunshots, singing, yodeling, and supersonic booms. They'll have no effect. The only trigger is a shift in the weight of the snow load, either by more snow falling or melting, a shift in the wind, or the added weight of a skier or snowmobiler. Okay. And the last one for this article, but then I'm going to see if I can just pick out a couple things from the other article that might not have been in this one. The Ski-Doo snowmobile, first released in 1959, was originally supposed to be called the Ski Dog. However, there was a typo in the first batch of brochures, and the company decided just to roll with it. Okay. So, let's see. So, another article which kind of just gives um, some interesting facts about snow would be that snow can appear in a wide variety of colors, such as dust, pollen, or freshwater algae, and can color it black, orange, or blue. Though it can be too warm to snow, it's never too cold for it to snow. The highest snowfall in the United States in 24 hours fell in Silver Lake, Colorado in 1921, and that was 75.8 inches of snow, which fell in a 24-hour period. The most snow that ever fell in a single day was 63 inches, and that happened in Georgetown, Colorado on December 4th, 1913. So the highest snowfall was in Colorado, and then the most snow to ever fall in a single day, but I feel like that's almost the same thing, so that doesn't make any sense. So, in the world, the most snow that ever fell in 24 hours happened in Capricoda, Italy on March 5th, 2015, where they received 100.8 inches or 2.56 meters of snow, and that fell within a 24-hour period. There is also something called a thunder snow, which is a snowstorm that also has thunder, lightning, and strong winds. Ooh, I don't know what I'm doing there. What are you doing? All right. Come on. Get off my pen. There we go. All right, let me put these three in there. Ooh, didn't pick it up. Oh, stuck on the pin. All right. So that. And then I need to take 6 back out because I missed a bunch of 6s. And let me just look and see if there's anything else. We've already said that the air temperature around the snowflake will determine its shape. We already knew that. And snowflakes will grow on the way down. As the crystals on ice grow, they become heavier and fall toward the earth. And I guess I'll leave it like this. Oh, well, actually, there's two more I see that I'd like to say. And then I'm going to call it a WIP chat. Each year, at least 1 septillion snowflakes fall from the sky. So that's a 1 with 24 zeros after it. So very cool. And then you do need dirt to make snowflakes. Snowflakes are made of tiny ice crystals that form on tiny bits of dirt in the air. So interesting. So I'm gonna call that my WIP chat on snow or snowflakes. So did you guys learn anything new or interesting, or some interesting information that you yourself know that I didn't share that you think would be a fun little fact? Alien putty on my canvas. I learned a couple things today, and it's always fun to have a WIP chat, or a WIP and I guess facts, where I'm kind of learning things as I'm talking to you guys about it. So I'm just going to ask you to just let me know what you thought, a like and comment. And as always, have yourself a nice day or night, whatever it is for you. Take care, happy diamond painting, and until my next video, bye.